Ellie, how'd you play today?
Well, I didn't break 100, so it's a good day.
Alright, that's something to be proud of.
Yes, sir.
Alright, take it easy. Let me know if you need anything.
Thank you.
Hey,
Yes,
you work for Hitachi?
I do.
What has Hitachi been up to lately?
Well, we're actually in the middle of a digital transformation. We've combined a few companies to have a broader scope within the market. Would you like to hear more?
Yeah, I got a few minutes.
Okay, would you mind if I brought up a slide deck? I could show it to you in a few minutes.
Yeah, let's do it.
Great. What I'd like to do is show you the way organizations are transforming themselves into this new wave of becoming a profit center. Traditionally, IT infrastructures are a cost center, right? We feed them money, we try and control costs. In some cases, we even have chargebacks, but we have to control the spend. The idea is to monetize your assets, your digital assets. And the way to do that in a conventional term is what we had before is a storage asset. We would store the data, protect it, replicate it, make sure that your assets are kept well and safe. But later on, you'll have your structured data, your semi-structured data like email, and unstructured data, which happens to be the largest part of most organizations' IT, right? So there's a lot of things that go into this. But what we have to do is have a horizontal scale across the organization so we can take this data, which is our core asset, and bring it to the next level. Now, what we're going to do is move across this horizontal scale, and we're going to take our files and our folders and our documentation and organize it. We're going to apply metadata to those files. We're going to index it so that you guys know what's relevant, classify the data, and be able to organize it in a way that makes meaningful sense to you. Because unstructured data is the hardest thing to manage. But by monetizing this data, or getting it ready for monetization, we're able to make more sense of it later. It could be a mandate. It could be a self-imposed mandate. It could be compliance. Things like GDPR. Sarbanes-Oxley, 1784. These are all regulations that are imposed by, third-party, mandates. So this is the stuff that we can help you do here and tag this data and make it relevant to the organization. Governance, things of that nature are very important to organizations. There are tremendous fines by not being compliant in certain regulations, whether it's healthcare, finance, or even what we want to do here is basically activate that data. By taking all this metadata that started in the storage infrastructure, and this is your whole data classification, we're going to activate it and basically make it more meaningful to the organization. And in doing so, we're going to connect the dots. We're going to integrate the data. We're going to make it meaningful to other parts of the organization, where you never thought before that a database or Twitter feeds, or social networking, or anything else that you could think of from an aspect of having data online, we're going to help you harness this data and bring it together. It makes it more meaningful. We'll blend it. Searchable, retrievable, discovery. There's so many use cases that you can leverage from this, and it's across the whole organization. Monetize. This is where we bring the meaningful parts of the data to, rather than just being a cost center, into a profit center. Why would you do business in a traditional sense? Let's take all of this data, find meaningful uses for it. We don't even know what those may be today, but in the future, we'll have the ability to have a horizontal scale. Think of it as an abstraction layer across the organization that no one needs to know to write special queries to have this data presented back to them. We'll provide an interface that your business units can use, your legal and discovery team, your HR organizations, your compliance committee, your CIO, your CFO, your CTO can horizontally scale across all of the aspects of the data within the organization. We're going to help you monetize it. We'll help you generate revenue. We'll help you reduce costs, as well as reduce risk. These are all the aspects of what we're trying to do to help you take your business to the next level. And by revolutionizing your organization, we're going to revolutionize it in a way that most organizations are trying to get to, and that's a digital transformation. So with all of this, we're going to go ahead, and I kind of think of it as a Swiss Army knife. You know, we're a tool to the organization, and we have a lot of aspects of how you can use this, you know, these tools, our tools, to help you across the whole scale horizontally from cradle to grave and make the data more meaningful to any part of your organization and your clients.
That is a really interesting concept.
Thought you'd like it.
Do you have any references of companies that you've done this for in the past?
Actually, we do. We pride ourselves on providing references to our clients so that you know that you're going to have the confidence in what other companies are doing with regards to what you need to do.
I'll tell you what. Take my card. Give a call to my assistant. We'll set up an appointment next week.
Okay. Pleasure to meet you, Ryan.
Yeah. Pleasure to meet you, Elliot.
Thanks.
Yeah.